And welcome to a new video. I did not post last Friday, but the good news is we have a video that's going to make it all worth the wait. Let's dive in. This is Hashdive. No, this is not your local. Oh, I was going to make a weed joke. I'm not going to make a weed joke. Okay. Hashdive. So, this is something that I found quite recently, and it is a phenomenal website for analyzing Polymarket. I'm going to show you guys how. I think that my favorite part of this is the user score, where in about 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to give you guys access to a free tool that they have that essentially tells you what side historically has made more money and therefore whether it's better to bet yes or no in various Polymarket events. So let's dive in. It's a very simple website. You just analyze the market, like a Polymarket that you input, or you analyze the user. Dark and light theme. As a side note, I have not contacted the founder. I'm just giving him free press by showing you guys a pretty phenomenal website. So if you want a market, obviously you can do drop down, but it's probably just better to type. Or if you don't really know what you're looking for, guys, just hit one of these. So like if you are curious about the more popular ones, you hit 24-hour volume, and then you can also enter the Polygon address of the user that you want to track. So as you can see here are some of the 24-hour screenings, but I've also prepared some other things as well that are going to be pretty cool. And this is basically going to be showing you what side's better to bet and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you guys like stuff like that. You guys can see all this, yes, price history. You can see price history, where it's tags, how many days left. Also something that is actually pretty important, which is the spread. I can sort by what has the largest spread, where you can put a bid or an offer pretty far apart and make some money that way, or something that has a very, very tight spread, like sports are obviously going to have very tight spreads, like the Super Bowl, of course. So now let's get into how we can actually use this to make money. Pretty simple right here. Let's go in. So this is, will Bitcoin reach 110,000 by March 31st? Let's go look at all of what's going on here, and then we're going to make a decision with how to make money in this market, okay? So first thing I want to say is this is tempting to look at. I would completely ignore it. This is the AI. So what Hashdive does is they use, I think, news articles and analyzing the Polymarket event itself. I would probably just avoid reading this because there's more interesting and more helpful information below. So yeah, it says it's purely for entertainment value. I mean, it can be kind of helpful, but I would probably just ignore it because there's much better things. Now let's get into the more important stuff, okay? This is the current yes and the current no, 52.2% and 47.8%. Obviously, that number will be constantly changing. So there are 1,539 people that hold yes contracts and 508 that hold no. Now you can see this is the unrealized P&L. I can very easily see who's made the most money, who's made the least money. Here, there's a person that's up 11,000, and there doesn't really seem to be anyone that's down any money for holding no, which is interesting. Now we can also see further explore yes user. So if I'm really curious about like this guy, I could click on that. But first I want to show you guys some of this. So this is the 6 users who are in profit, whereas look at this, 99.6% of people that bought no are making money, but 0.4% of people that bought yes are making money. That's so interesting. And you can see here the ownership distribution. This is pretty important. I would say one of the 3 most important things you're going to see, guys. It's going to show you whale stuff. So the top holder holds 12.6%. The top 10, besides this guy, holds 139,000. So only 43.7% is non-top 10, whereas only 27% of this is non-top 10. And you can see this. You can see the explanation of everything. Yeah, so this is something that's pretty cool as well. You can basically get like a open interest profile, so you can see where most people bought yes, where most people bought no, if that makes sense. So we can see that the more popular price was 32% or 32 cents. So that's a very popular no price that people got. A lot of people bought no at the price of 32, as you can see. And here's a pretty helpful just graph of the people up money, down money of this. Now I want to talk about the by far the best part and probably the most important part of this whole site, probably also the part that you're going to skip to. Here it is. It is scores. This is fantastic, I have to say. So first I want you to read this right here for a little bit. Then we're going to get into using this because this is a tool you can use immediately, quite easily too. So as you can see here, typically what you want to do is align yourself with the best possible traders on Polymarket. This allows you to do this immediately. Who are the stronger traders here? The yes. The people that are buying yes in the past have made much smarter bets than the people buying now. Okay? So the more profitable people have been buying yes, and the less profitable people have been buying no. That doesn't guarantee that the yes market's going to make money, but what it does mean is that there might be more value for us to buy yes than there might be for us to buy no. Because historically, these people have been making a lot of money. So let's go look at what 13.68 really is. That is significantly positive performance. So I'm not saying that the rich always get richer, that people who are good at, poly market betting and stuff like that are always going to make money. They're not, but guys, it's not a terrible strategy for you to align yourself with people that are constantly making money, right? Probably not a bad idea. And you can see basically the percentile of people, of how good of traders they are. So this is it, as you can see graphed, and you can see this is the average, this is their average for no and yes. Very, very, very helpful. And this just gives you the answer. Yes wins. So traders on the yes side have historically performed far better based on past performance, as you can see. And you can see the top holders' entries and stuff like that for like support resistance, I guess, maybe. But you can see that there's a pretty large trader who bought no here at 32. Just don't forget that. And someone who bought, yes at 56. But yeah, I think this is just so helpful to see. Like there are people out there who took terrible trades, as you can see. That's like very negative 100. There are also people that are very, very high performing. And as you can see, yes is just very, very high performing. So this is incredibly helpful. Just very helpful with aligning yourself, in the right area. So what I want to do is, there's a trader who has a large position. We all know that it's this guy. I want to explore. So I'm going to click on this, and I clicked further explore, no user. And this is pretty cool. Watch what it does here. So now it is exploring this guy. Did it do it? Where did it go? No highlights. I said further explore. I don't know if it did it actually. Yeah, no realized price, 34. Yes, realized price, 38. I don't know if it did it, but I could always just copy his address and then go from there. Because, I don't think it's here. But speaking of that, we can also go graph how this guy is traded, and that's pretty cool. So to do that, all you have to do is just click on him right here. And what we want to do, it already took me there. That's perfect. So as it's analyzing that, I want to show you guys something pretty cool. This is a very, very, very good trader. His name is Carr. You guys might know of him. Now, this is something that's pretty helpful too with user scores and all. He gets a smart score of 3.64, and you can see all of Carr's bets here, right? Overall P&L by profit, overall P&L by question loss. You can see what he's really good at, what he's really not too good at. You can also see a graph where he's trading. So this is the same market, guys, but what this graph is showing is his volume, as you can see, amount, the money that he's spending in the yes market, that is, of Doge ETF approved in the year of 2025. And then this is his average buy price, which is really helpful. So you can actually see blue line is your average buy. Green line is the current market value price. So he's up money, a lot. He bought at 46.6 and it's at 63%. Not bad. Right, so this is a really cool way to do it. You can do anything else here. So I could type in like Bitcoin. Let me see. There's a lot of different Bitcoin markets here. So he bought, will Bitcoin reach $250,000 by the end of December 31st, 2025? It's going to be interesting to see, some of his trades here. But this is one way that you can uncover exactly where these whales are buying. And really just a lot of very, very, very helpful information, guys. So you can see here, this is, I think, his size in the no market. Yeah, and he's making money as well. No, cumulative realized P&L over time. So he's actually made money in this market, and this is where he has purchased, as you can see, right? And then this is his average buy price over time. You can see that he is up some decent amount of money, as you can see here. So it's pretty helpful to investigate a single user, as you can see here, and look at their user smart score just to see if you want to copy them or not. Now let's go back to that other user that we talked about before. That was this guy, the guy that's holding a $34,000 position in no here, as you can see. I want to see how he's doing, and it's still accumulating information for him. As you can see, it's running. Now, one thing you can do that's pretty fun with this website is you can put your own profile in and have it grade you with how good of a trader it thinks you are. Watch this. So if I go to Polymarket and I just copy this right here, copy address, I can go here and watch this. It's going to analyze how good of a trader it thinks I am. So, we'll see what it says. So this user, me, has traded 11, 13 positions, and it gave me a smart score of 5.84. That's not bad. 5.84 means that on Polymarket, let me go show you the grading. Here you go. So I fall into moderately positive. I'm trying to get into significantly positive performance. But yeah, you can see these are all the performance. Anyone who has a score of 20 to 100 might be an insider. I don't think it's luck at that point. I think that if you're that good of a trader, probably insider trading. So maybe screen for people like that. But yeah, this is me. These are some of the positions I have. These are my finished bets. I've made 1.7 grand, as you guys know. And, you can see some markets here. Yeah, so you can see this. My realized P&L, my big losses, my big gains, stuff like that. So I bought no in this market, by the way. That's how I made 410. And then I made some money here too, as you can see. So this is just a really, really cool way you can analyze not only your own performance, but other people so that you can trade with them or trade against them. So this is something pretty cool. Yeah, I will say. And it's free to use. And there's just so many different things you can do on this by looking up different users to see their scores, to see if you want to copy trade them or not, or to organize by market to see if there's any alpha in these markets of smart money being on one side or smart money not being on the other. Like, this is a very, very strange market, and I do not know how to price this market. This is just like so strange, but let's go take a look at, where's the smart money? Is it in the yes or is it in the no? And we will go see. So what it basically does is it computes the score of the top 10 holders of the yes side and the top 10 holders of the no side. And then it tells you who's smarter, essentially, who historically has made more money. So that is what it's trying to do here. And you can see that it's not that different. So basically people buying yes have performed a little bit better, but not that much. If you look at the value of these people, of the people buying no versus buying yes, this is irrelevant. That's not really much. What you really want to look for, guys, in a market is a vast difference between the people that have historically made money and the people that have historically lost money. That is going to give you, a lot of interesting tidbits of information. Like this one, it only has $418,000 worth of money traded, but $61,000 of liquidity. You can see like little bumps here and there. Yes holders are not doing well. No holders are. You can see the percentage of no making money, the percentage of yes making money. And then obviously it's going to compute this, and I'm probably going to end the video here. So yeah, I don't think it was able to actually compute this guy because maybe he had too many positions. I refreshed the page just to see if it could redo it. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to do it, man. But overall, absolutely phenomenal website. It's really easy for you to just go in here. You can look at distributions. You can look at whale activity. Ownership's pretty important. You can look at, in this market, basically all of the money is held up by a few people, right? The top 10 and the top 1, they hold everything, and only 20% is like retail. So there is big money in no. Big money in no. In the yes side, there's just not that much big money. It's only 46% that's not top 10. So that is food for thought that the no side has a lot more money. So yeah, again, ignore this. That's irrelevant. I don't know why it's giving a 60%. Yeah, just ignore that. But the no people definitely have a lot of money, as you can see here, and really not that much difference of a score. That is it for Hashdive. I find this to be a really, really, really cool website. There's so much you can do here, guys. So with that, happy trading, and go pull up to your local Hashdive.